This is going to be a very interesting final because Swiatek and Jabeur are two first-time finalists, and they are the first from their respective countries to reach the US Open final. Swiatek is the first Polish woman, while Jabeur is not only the first Tunisian but the first Arab and African woman to reach the US Open final. So this is already a historic clash even before the match has begun. Jabeur has had a pretty smooth run. I mean, her game has looked more solid, except for her third round match against Shelby Rogers. She has probably dominated every opponent, and in the semi-final, she absolutely crushed the French woman Caroline Garcia, who's been the player in form recently. Um, but when you look at Swiatek's performance to the leading up to the final, it has been, I mean, a bit patchy. She absolutely cruised through her first three rounds, but after that, she struggled against German Julia Niemeyer, and then she had problems against Jessica Pegula, and of course, she was 2-4 down in the third set in her semi-final against Elena Sabalenka. So this is not the Swiatek who had a 37 match unbeaten streak recently this year. She has struggled with the lighter balls that are being used at the US Open. So I would say Jabeur has looked slightly better than Swiatek leading up to the final. The head-to-head stands at 2-2, interestingly. So there's nothing much to separate the two players. Uh, this season they have faced only once. That was in the Rome final, which Swiatek won. But if you talk about hardcourt, last season in Cincinnati, it was Jabeur who beat Swiatek. So head-to-head is pretty much equal, if you see. So no one dominates the other in this sense. It's a battle between Jabeur's serving and Swiatek's defense. Jabeur has hit the most number of aces in the women's singles at this US Open. She's been pretty solid in her first serves. On the other hand, Swiatek has really struggled to hold her serve, and this is what put her into trouble against Niemeyer and Pegula and Sabalenka also. But if you look at the defense, it's very tough to get the balls past Iga Swiatek once she's into the rally. So there's nothing much to separate the two players, but I think this will be a match where it will be a competition between Jabeur's serving and Swiatek's defense and retrieving skills. If Jabeur wins, she will be the first Arab, Tunisian, and African woman to win a Grand Slam. And if you look at Swiatek, if she wins the US Open, she'll be the youngest player since Maria Sharapova to hold 3 Grand Slam titles, and first player since Angelique Kerber in 2016 to win 2 different Grand Slam titles. So there's a lot at stake for both these players. One thing is confirmed: they will leave the US Open as ranked 1 and 2. Swiatek will hold her number 1 ranking even if she loses the final, but Jabeur is set to climb from 5th to her career high, to matching her career high ranking of number 2. And both of these players are also 1 and 2 in the WTA finals race. So this is essentially a final between two best players this season. So this sets it up nicely, and I think it will be an interesting match.